He confirmed us that we were exposed to like 2.0 microsieverts per hour of radiation. And Miyagi Prefecture, everybody's in Miyagi Prefecture, according to his analysis, were also exposed to this like external, at least external radiation that was like exceeding 1 millisieverts per year. That's a lot higher than the, it's more than 1 millisieverts. 1 millisieverts is the national standard right now of our limit. We can only be exposed externally to the 1 millisieverts, but this doctor confirmed, and other activists such as Professor Koide Hiroaki, who is from Kyoto University, who is a professional who has been like supporting our efforts, he's saying that our exposure is like really exceeding.
子どもの健康の問題という意味では内部被曝と外部被曝と両方考えなくちゃいけないと思っています。で、外部被曝、つまりその仙台の今の空間線量ですね、仙台の通常の空間線量は、0.02 から 0.05、0.02、から、0.05、これぐらいが平均値なんだけども、今仙台の駅前あたりで測ると 0.1 マイクロシーベルトぐらいなんですね。ところがやっぱり僕もびっくりしたんだけども、ロスの空港に降り立つと仙台とあんまり線量変わんないんですよ。まあそういう意味ではちょっと仙台も一時的にガッと値は高くなったけども今下がりつつあります。で下がったことによって安心しちゃってるんだけどもやっぱり内部被曝のことを今度考えていかなくちゃいけないんですね。で彼女からも少し話があったんですけれどもやはり僕もこの内部被曝の問題一番最初に考えるようになったのは牛乳でした。牛乳にセシウムが出てしまう原因というのは牛にそういうセシウムが入った稲わらを食べさせてるからそれが牛乳に出てきてしまうということなんですけれどもちゃんとこれ県で測って酪農家から牛乳を集めたところの牛乳が、どれぐらい放射能に汚染されてるかちゃんと計測してるんです。汚染されててもそれ製品として出しちゃって子供たちにみんな飲ませてるんですよ。それがちょっと、僕にはよく分かんないというかね、出す方としてはその政府の定めた基準値よりも下だから健康に影響はありませんって言ってるんですけどもよく考えてみてくださいよ。原子炉の中から飛び出してきたものが牛乳に入ってそれがごく微量であったとしてもね子供は飲んでる毎日飲んでるんですよ。それはものすごく心配です。で、去年の暮れぐらいに12月ぐらいに、ちょっとセシウムの値がガーッと上がったことがありました。だいたい20から30ベクレルぐらい、1リットルあたり出てくるともうさすがにこれはもう大騒ぎになったんだけれどもでもね残念ながらやっぱり関心ない人はねそのまま飲ましちゃうんですよ。私はずっとそれの心配だったからやっぱりね去年の6月から、今日に至るまで自分の子供には牛乳一切飲ませていません。
I am very concerned about the both external and internal radiation exposure of children. We have to distinguish the external exposure to radiation and internal one. When we talk about external exposure, for example, in Sendai City of Miyagi, we have 0.02 from 0.02 to 0.05 microsievert per hour, and in front of the station we have 0.1 microsievert per hour. And as a matter of fact, when I arrived at the LAX, I measured with my Geiger counter. It showed in LA we have much the same external radiation. So, I mean, that suggests the amount of external radiation exposure has been decreasing even in Sendai. When we talk about internal exposure to radiation, what made me think about internal exposure was milk, the issue of milk. The local government measured the amount of cesium and other radioactive materials in the milk that were in the market in that region. Last December, the city found from 20 to 30 becquerel per kilogram in the milk, but they released those milk into the market just because the government, the government said it's under the limit. So, as to my own family, since last June, I haven't given any milk from the local market to my children.
As you can see, the process of having a conversation translated and things is very intense in terms of actually conveying the message, and the time it takes is unfortunately longer than we have to continue this discussion very much longer tonight. So I'm going to ask them to make sure they have an opportunity to express any last final comments they want to share with you that are the most important. And I apologize for, I'm sure there's a lot of questions that would like to be asked, but they will be at the protest at San Onofre tomorrow and doing another similar presentation. And during and after the candlelight vigil, we're hoping we'll have an opportunity to have a little more conversation. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to just give them an opportunity to share their final words with you, and then we'll move on to the next part of our presentation. Thank you.
通訳を通しちゃうとね、どうしても時間が倍ぐらい増えてしまうと、だからあんまりこの会話っていうのが今できなくて、この後キャンドルサービスなのでちょっと話ができるし、それから明日のイベントでみんなとまた会えるっていうことがあるので、皆さんにそれを期待してもらうけれども、お二人で最後どうしてもこれを言いたいということが最後にあれば一言ずつお願いします。
もしできるんでしたら、今福島の子どもたちはいろんなしがらみで避難することができないです。国は絆絆って言って全然子どもたちを助けようとせず、福島で実験させられているようなものでいさせられているんです。で、逃げられない子どもたちに病院を作ってね、福島で子どもの体の放射能についてのことをちゃんと見てあげれる施設を作ろうとする基金が足りないんです。ぜひカンパしていただきたいです。あと宮城県の、食品を測れる数値測定できる機材の、カンパもぜひ、海さんどうにかぜひ集めていただけたらなと思います。あと絶対廃炉に向けてもっともっと若い人たちにも伝えてくださいと思います。
One of the things that I'm desperate to ask is that we're trying to make clinics in Fukushima. The government only says offers evacuation partially to the really limited number of people, and otherwise we don't get any compensation neither from TEPCO or from the Tokyo government. And when they call about the recovery of the community, and then they don't understand what we want, and there's a pressure, so much pressure upon our community. And for those who cannot evacuate, we want to make clinics so the kids can get enough support, they can get monitoring, and also we want specific Geiger counters that can monitor the radiation in contaminated food. That is really different and expensive. So we need your support. And also, we want all of our support to go to shut down San Onofre, shut down the blockade, shut down the reactors and all over the world.